Hello and welcome back to part two. Now
Hello.
I feel like I have a small confession to make,
Okay.
which is in the break I told you what my number one was,
And I
and
told you what my
you
number one
you
was.
told me one was. So I feel like this is a bit for show, and I feel like I'm cheating you,
Would it be
and
give? Would it be giving anything away if I said that I think you're predictable and you think I'm a?
yeah yeah my number one's Batman.
Yeah, and mine's Lord of the Rings.
Ah,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, except
Explain yourself. Tell me
well,
more
I mean,
about. Yeah.
I tell you what, I know I'm on the Batman high at the moment, and I think I'm not the only one.
No, that's true.
Hi, I'm Dom, and I'm addicted to Batman. But so we've just had the Nolan trilogy.
Hmm.
Uh, but I tell you what I found recently. It's a so you're not really into comics that much, are you? And I am so
I kind of see. I like the Sin Cities
yeah.
and Watchmen. I wouldn't go out and buy, Spider-Man or a Batman
Yeah.
because I just think it's kind of done to death.
And I only appear into comics through knowing ever so slightly more than you do.
That's true, and
Uh,
I did buy comics at university because I thought it would get me to talk to the girls who like comics, but I rarely read them.
okay,
So
I can see the flaw in your plan.
yeah, they'd ask me about. Oh God, I went out with this one girl. She used to make me read Lenore, which is a comic about a dead girl, and that was the kind of girl that she was. I was going out with. She loved. Oh, and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Okay.
So yeah, comics, not me.
See, because my girlfriend wants me to read Preacher.
Read what?
Preacher, it's a comic book. If you don't know anything about it, it's going to be a dull conversation. But
Okay.
it's a comic book.
I'll read it
and
for next
I'll read
time.
it. Yeah, next time we'll get on the Preacher train. But the Batman. So I found recently it's an it's a cartoon basically
Mm.
of one of the comic books just animated. And it's the Dark Knight Returns comic book. So
Yes.
this is when Batman's an old man. He's been in retirement. It's hinted at that he's sort of been forced to retire the first time round, and then decides to come back because Gotham, Gotham's in the toilet. But Gotham is never a happy place.
Property prices are low in
Low,
Gotham.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because the mutant gang is now the big thing, and
Yeah.
My God, I think we're gonna have to watch it together because I can never watch too much of it. So Batman is voiced by Paul Weller, RoboCop.
I thought you meant like Paul Weller is in the Jam.
No, I think I said Paul Weller is in the Jam.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? RoboCop. But anyway, it's RoboCop, and he's oh my God, does he just embody everything? Yeah, Paul Weller.
Peter Weller.
um, damn it. Anyway,
I'd like my Batman to be voiced by Paul Weller.
um, and boy, does it like the best line by far is when it's the first time Batman comes back and he jumps on this criminal and you hear the crack. You don't see anything, but you hear that, and the policeman's behind. It's like, my God, you just crippled that man. To which Peter Weller in his Batman RoboCop voice is just like, he's young, he'll walk again, and it's just kind of like you know.
Just applause there, was it?
I am on board, through gritted teeth. I was sat there just like, yeah, come on, yeah. And the first time I've recently had a lot of work to do and give in, and so for ages I've been like, I'm gonna watch that, and it's gonna be amazing. And so the day all my work and all my assessments were handed in, and I came home, we had a group of people here, and we were having drinks. So I was like, listen, I hope no one thinks I'm a sad, lonely nerd, but I'm going to put on this Batman cartoon while we're playing. But it was good. Like, after, these are a group of people, who I don't hang out with because we like similar things. I hang out with because we work together. Yeah, we came home, I put this thing on, and they were on it.
It's like what Guitar Hero used to do
Yeah, definitely.
in the
yeah,
noughties. You put on Guitar Hero, and it doesn't matter who were there. Everyone was best chums.
Yeah.
All right, Batman. I love Batman.
Yeah.
I do. He's the best superhero. He doesn't actually have any superpowers other than a shitload of money.
And anyway, yeah.
That's
okay.
his
Yeah,
superpower,
yeah.
basically. He's not like Superman or anything like that, or Wolverine. He's just got a lot of money, and he took kung fu lessons. But all right.
From Liam Neeson, though. if Liam Neeson taught me anything, I would be the best at it on the planet.
That's true, but only as long as Morgan Freeman worked for me and helped
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
That's true.
and Michael Caine was my butler.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. These are quite specific.
Interesting
circumstances.
side note.
Yeah.
Saw something on the internet the other day about if one text message can change the entire plot of the movie. And it was just saying about the kind of crux of Batman is he's going to the opera with his parents. He kind of pisses all over himself. They leave, and he gets shot. Questions: why are they left out a side exit in every film? They're never kind of going out in the big glitzy front, big theatre, big production.
Okay, sorry, I'll let you.
You obviously got an answer to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
So while I continue undermining myself, I'll carry on there. And also, it's like, it's just send a text. No, I don't care. I don't care what years it's sent. I'm technologically illiterate. And voicely illiterate as well.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's kind of there's no need to go out the side exit. You've got a butler. Just make a call. They've got phones in the lobby. Go on, tell me.
In the cartoon,
Right.
which is
Again, I think you'll find in the
I'm just coming
cartoons.
across as the saddest, loneliest. Anyway, in
You're
the
not
cartoons,
lonely, you have me.
not only is it not the theatre, it's the cinema. And they don't leave because they leave at the end of the film. They don't leave because Bruce gets scared.
Right.
And they're leaving a showing of the Mask of Zorro, and so you see young Bruce Wayne leaving the front of the cinema, kind of going, I am doing the gayest fencing moves you've ever seen in my life. Do it.
I like what the other hand's doing.
yeah.
Kind of wave jazz hands.
Giving it some of that.
The right hand is all sword action. The left hand is pure party jazz hands.
And then they go into an alley from there, and it's brilliant. It's one of the best things I think I've ever seen. I think it's the best Batman thing I've ever seen. Period.
So what are your thoughts on George Clooney? What's Nipplegate when they put the nipples on the suit?
Nipplegate, like the big scandal that was Nipplegate.
It's just people opening papers, just all over the world. They wake up in the morning just seeing big rubber nipples.
Batman has a cod piece.
So
I'm gonna have to pay them $7 and see what this is all about.
Just children crying in their mother's arms. Oh my god!
Telling wrap your dead in plastic rags and leave them outside to be collected.
It all went wrong. So what? You're happy with that then?
No, I am. Again, Arnie was in that one as Mr. Freeze, which is any film in which you forget Arnold Schwarzenegger is completely miscast due to some kind of nipple-related story. It's just, but even in that film, they reference Superman. Superman exists because there's a thing, the car comes up first, and then Robin says, "I want a car. Chicks dig the car." And then George Clooney says, "This is why Superman works alone." To which you're like, so Superman exists in your universe.
This is just
Yet throughout all of the bad things that have been happening in Gotham, Superman's just been like, well, Bruce is on it.
They watch Superman cartoons. I don't know. It's gonna it's just interdimensional gateways, and just that's a whole path we don't want to travel down.
When I was younger, it completely didn't bother me. Completely was. But the thing, I find that now with Tim Burton's Batman. Like, after watching Christopher Nolan's Batman, I go back to Tim Burton's Batman and think, what the hell is this silly? Do you know what I mean? I only felt that there was only, few places we could go after Tim Burton's Batman without including rubber nipples. Do you know what I mean? It's all on the same thing. Whereas people who aren't of the Nolan generation, who aren't in Nolan we trust, saw that and was like, yeah, that's Batman. Balls to Adam West and his, campy reading of everything.
That's true. I suppose if you want to find a true Batman fan, you just got to say to them, just go up to them and say, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. And if they just continue to just piss all over themselves and burst into tears, you found yourself a Batman fan.
Well, I really like that, and I like the comparison to the end of, spoilers, The Dark Knight Rises, in which Batman has to get rid of a bomb.
You know what? I never made that connection.
That's
but
the end of that, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Right. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, okay. Right, cards on the table time.
Okay.
I didn't read the books. I tried reading them. I didn't like them. I thought they were boring. They were a bit long. I saw the films. I thought they were the best thing to ever be on screen. I love the films. I love the. I feel bad saying it because people say, "Oh, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan or you like The Hobbit, well, you got to go and read the books. The books are so much better. You know what you're doing. You're just jumping on the bandwagon." I just think it's just the best story ever told. My unborn child is going to get read the stories of Lord of the Rings, and you think I'm a dickhead because you don't like Lord of the Rings.
I had to watch.
You're a film fan, but you don't like Lord of the Rings.
No, I really didn't. I remember being taken by my auntie when this wasn't the same auntie who sent me photos of myself in fancy dress.
Your auntie's cool.
A big family. This was another auntie who now is grown up. She's got 2 kids of her own, which is weird to think about.
Come back from the nostalgia.
But her and her friend took me to go and see Lord of the Rings on the night it came out, and it was. I'll give you right. I'll give you. It was an experience that did, that shaped who I am, because I remember being so excited about going to see it on the opening night. I remember watching it all. Now I was too young to have read the books, if I'm honest, and I know there'll be people shouting at me saying it's not an excuse. I don't care. I was too young to read the books, but I remember it being really fantastic, and yet it just so at the same time not fulfilling me. And it was, I'm sorry.
See, I found out that you didn't like Lord of the Rings after I made you sit with me and my wife and watch the extended version of one of the films, and we were sat there for like the best part of 3 hours. And me and her were there like, oh, this is the most mind-blowing thing ever. We got a new telly, we had it in like the HD, the sound was up, we had some popcorn, like this is pure bliss. We get to the end of the film and I'm like, oh, well actually I don't really like Lord of the Rings. I think I kicked your ass out when you said that.
No, I watched the second one. I stayed and watched the second one with you.
So you watched 2 films?
I watched 2 4-hour versions of Lord of the Rings, and then was like, mate, I gotta go home. I can't do this anymore.
So Lord of the Rings
embarking on my own long journey home. And that was really stupid because Return of the King is the one I like the most. No, I think the Two Towers.
Two Towers.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all brilliant. And I started watching them again lately. I started watching the extended edition the other night, and it's just one of those things. It's just so brilliant. It's so quotable as well, and
it's kind of like I've got no bug, but do you know what I mean? If you said to me, "Oh, this is the thing. This is the big difference between Lord of the Rings fans and any other fans in the world, possibly Star Trek fans, but I don't know," is like if you said to me, "I don't like Batman," I'd be like, "Do you know what? I think you're misguided, but I don't care." If you said to me, "I don't like Star Wars," I'd be like, loads of people come up to me and go, "Do you know what? Oh, fucking, I don't like. You're a geek, aren't you? I don't like Star Wars." Don't care, Whereas if I say to you, "Do you know what? Actually, I'm not that into Lord of the Rings," everybody I say that to stands there and gives me a lecture for 20 minutes. Yeah, hey, you want to talk about bat nipples? Step too far. No one wants to hear it. You want to talk about giant spiders and little people with big feet? Fine. We got.
It's little people with little feet. They're just hairy, all right.
But you want to talk about bat nipples and the penguins strapping rockets to penguins? They would want none of it. You want to talk about
It's a beautiful fantasy world created by Peter Jackson, and everything in it is brought to life. This guy, right? He designed individual armor for the orcs depending on what region they came from in the book.
No.
You would never ever
No. And as someone who didn't read the book, I soaked that up as I watched the film. You can watch Batman, you can watch Star Wars without knowing anything about it. You want to tell me that level of detail? Great. It doesn't change the fact it's a long-ass films, and it's boring. It's so boring. It's so... Oh, my God. Do you remember I bought that big bag
I don't
of Doritos?
have to defend you.
That's all I remember is eating the bag of Doritos. I ate that whole big bag of Doritos watching that film. That's all I remember.
That's alright, I don't have to defend myself because you, sir, are in the minority, and Lord of the Rings is awesome. It's number 1. It's always going to be number 1. The Hobbit. Have you even seen The Hobbit?
No, I don't care. I so don't care.
Well, I guess that's that then, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's. I still love you.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
I think we've covered everything there. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit tender.
I feel like this was this was it's kind of like being sick. I didn't enjoy it, but you know what? I feel better now.
It's like it's your breakthrough at therapy. You just realised, and it's all come
I
screaming.
don't like Lord of the Rings.
It's come screaming out, and I'm
Yeah.
lucky to be sat here, and I took all that.
Yeah.
I took it, put it away. I'll take your pain. You can move on through this.
Yeah.
I'll deal. So yeah, that's 5-1 of the movie heroes.
Those
I think
movie heroes. We've done well.
we have done well. Some good choices in there. Some
Yeah.
probably nothing too unexpected, but there's just a whole world of great heroes out there. I mean, if you want to, if you just spread it out to your top 10 heroes, you can start talking about Ripley from Alien. You could talk about
That's
Schwarzenegger.
the one I wanted. I wanted Ripley in there because Ripley's.
Well, the boat's sailed
boat's
now,
sailed.
my friend.
I'm changing my number
Should've
2 from Arnie to Ripley, and that's all we have time for there. So thanks, and we'll see you
Wise
again.
ass.
Thank you.